In northeast India, in the state of Assam, lies one of the most scenic railway stretch of 210 kilometers. This video documents my journey from Silchar to Lumding. Traveling at an average speed of 30 to 35 kilometers per hour, the journey takes around 6 to 7 hours. The Silchar railway station is an important commercial station here, and it serves the whole Barak Valley. I took the Kanchenjunga Express in the month of March 2018, which is actually autumn over here. Not the best season for scenic lush green views of the valleys, but probably good for photography due to predictable weather and no rains. During my childhood, I traveled the Silchar-Lumding meter gauge train journey at least once a year with my family. It used to be a full day or overnight journey. There are so many memories attached, from train cancellations to stories of robbery, to reading the timetable books and collecting those brown train tickets. Of all those memories, the most unforgettable ones were the beautiful views of the mountains, rivers and tunnels this section had to offer. It is also known as the Pahar line, meaning the mountain line. And during that time, there were steam engines, and this section had 29 tunnels. This route is probably one of the most scenic train route in the world. But it was also infamous for all sorts of things. Being in the interior of Assam, small terrorist organizations locally operating used to create a lot of problems in the 1980s and 90s. Several security personnel had been killed. There were times where the trains and buses would move only with special police escort. Train engineers and track maintenance employees would get kidnapped for ransom. There were many stories of chain and purse snatching from open windows. So travelers would pull down all windows and doors of the train at certain sections. Even nature was mean during the monsoon season. Landslides were common, and that led to frequent cancellation of trains. This used to affect the economy of interior Assam. But if the train ran during the monsoon season, what you get to see is next to paradise. The track was made by cutting through mountains, and so the trees would brush through the windows. Rainwater gushing in wild rivers as you cross a bridge every few minutes. Work to convert the meter gauge to board gauge line in this section was sanctioned in the year 1996. 19 years later, in the year 2015, the first passenger train ran on the new track. It was a huge economic significance to the people of Assam. As per this report of Government of India, the delays were attributed to unfriendly geological conditions faced during building of tunnels. This official report also talks about deteriorating law and order situation in North Kachar Hills, which included kidnapping of engineers and workers. When the project was finally completed in 2015, it was a new lifeline for the people here. It also allowed connectivity to other northeastern states like Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura. The rivers are all dried up now as it's March, but come monsoon, all the rivers and the drains you see along the track will be gushing with water. The train tracks are hardly ever in a straight line here, except at most stations. The bridges are also curved here, a combination of amazing engineering work combined with beautiful view of hills and mountains of the valley. Some facts. The track climbs mountains, goes over 79 major and 340 minor bridges and crosses 21 tunnels. This means at an average every 500 meters you would go through a bridge or a tunnel. The longest tunnel is 3,235 meters, while the tallest bridge over River Doyang is at 54 meters tall. There are a total of 30 stations in the Silchar Lumding section. All these rock structures you see are to prevent landslides during the rainy season. The old meter gauge track was known to shut down for days due to landslides. We are passing over a bridge which is curved. I can't see the front or the rear of the train from this side. Let's check it out from the other door. There it is. As we cross Jatingal-Lampur station, I can see a bridge far away in the mountains. This is probably part of the old meter gauge track, as I don't see this in Google Maps. The train in this section deploys two diesel locomotives, one at the front and one at the back. I remember once in my childhood, when we used to travel the meter gauge trains with steam engines, we were stranded at night when one of those engines developed fault. At that time there were no mobile phones. We were delayed by several hours in the middle of the mountains, possibly in some curve and some incline. The beauty of this train journey is that you can almost always see the front or the rear of the train from your window anytime. Where else is there such a train journey in this world? We are crossing tunnel number 9, the longest tunnel. It's 3,235 meters long. It took around 8 years to build this tunnel. As soon as we get out of this tunnel, we reach an important station called New Haflong. The tracks are curved so much even inside the tunnel that it really needs to crawl to reach the station. As you see, a part of the train has reached the station, but its tail is still yet to come out fully from the mountain. Haflong is a beautiful and the only hill station in Assam. All trains stop at this station. People get down here for food. Local villagers get a lot of fruits from the hills. You will always find some exotic fruit here that you don't find in big cities. Here, the train whistles twice before starting, so that everyone boards the train. You don't want to miss your train here. The mountains you see are part of Barak Valley till Haflong. From Haflong, we enter what is known as North Kachar Hills or NC Hills or Dimasa Hills of Dima Hasao district. It is one of the least populous districts of Assam, but inhabited by more than 40 different tribes. Look up Wikipedia for Dima Hasao district to learn more about the amazing cultural diversity in this small district. Exiting tunnel number 8 is very slow as the track shapes up like a double S-curve. You can hear the steel wheels and the rails making cranking noises as the train tries to negotiate. Train is taking And then there is tunnel number 7 and 6, which are so close to each other that the train is in both of them at the same time. Passing through tunnels was the most fun part when I was a kid. At that time there used to be no lights in the coaches, so it would be pitch dark. We cross Fiding station and then enter tunnel number 4. train section from Fiding to a station called Dautuhaja is very special. As you can see, we cross tunnel number 4, make a turn around and go all the way up, and then make a U-turn around the mountain, and then we come back almost to the same place and make another U-turn. This is because the train is trying to climb down a mountain. And this is a very small area. As you can see from my Google Maps here that my resolution is just 200 meters. So let's go over the journey of this section. Here we are coming out of tunnel number 4. And you see the tracks downhill while the train is crossing a bridge. We should see the bridge uphill in a few seconds. Doing the U-turn, and here is the bridge uphill that we just passed. And taking the next U-turn to find Dautuhaja just around the corner. As the journey continues, we pass through villages. Houses in this part of the world have walls made of bamboo and tin roofs. We soon arrive at a town called Maibong, which is also the name of a major river in this region. The river is dried up in this season. As I crossed tunnel number 2, I came across a bridge immediately over Boiler River. Just imagine the terrain we are passing by. This video clip happens to be the best clip of my trip. What you are seeing right now is a tunnel, a major bridge, and forest fire, all in a single clip. I hope this is controlled forest fire by the locals for some specific reason. Finally, we crossed tunnel number 1, signifying the end of this mountainous region. After we cross Langting station, the train starts to pick up speed as the track is fairly straight, as all train tracks are supposed to be. My day comes to an end, and so does this journey. Northeast India is an unexplored paradise and is a must place to visit in your lifetime. This video only attempts to offer a very small perspective of what is there for you to travel and explore.